Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to my channel. I just finished trimming my bangs. My hair grows very, very fast. I'm gonna let it grow a little bit longer just because of the pandemic. Also because I don't have any money to go to the beauty parlor. I used to spend $300 back in the early 2000s before the recession hit. I can't believe the money that I used to spend on my upkeep. I don't do that anymore. I do my own nails. Yeah. I don't have a glam, what do these movie stars call it, a glam? They have people coming in and doing their makeup. The glam squad, maybe that's what you call it. So, I did go to the pool party. But I didn't get in the pool because my doctor doesn't want, if you've had a hip replacement, they don't want you in any water that could be, it could get you an infection. Even though my scar's totally healed now, it looks good, I just don't want to take any chances. Okay, so my hair's still wet. I am still working out of town a little bit, and this video is about your parents. How many of you all have ever taken the time to thank your parents for any and all sacrifices that they may have made in your upbringing? I have a tremendous amount of guilt because I never told my mother and father, thank you. They made so many sacrifices. You know, like this was before birth control, kind of. I don't even think my mother ever took birth control. I never seen a package. So, yeah, take the time today. Write them a letter or call them and list some of the things that you know that they have done for you and your siblings. My mother had a career with Allegheny Airlines. She was a very good secretary and to help my daddy in his ceramic tile business. Okay. I did the same. Let me tell you, people, don't do that. My mother could have had double the money in her old age if she had contributed to, her salary, if she had been paid. I don't think she did get paid. Now, only a couple years did I actually pull a paycheck with my company that I had with my ex-husband. Thank God I did, because let me tell you what, people, you've got to pay into it to get it. You just don't automatically get your Social Security. You got to rack up them points, or ever how they have a scoring system. But yeah, that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life and my mother's, is that she should not have given up her career to help my daddy. And I shouldn't have given up my career in police work for my spouse, because I will be suffering till my last days because I wanted to be a good Southern wife and help my spouse. Girls, if you're listening to me, if you're working with your husband, or vice versa, if you guys are working for your wives, stop right now. You need to pull a paycheck. Even if you don't cash it, put it in a drawer, but you still got to pay the withholding to the government, you see. So yeah, it was my mother's biggest mistake and my biggest mistake, because when it was all said and done, we never got anything for 40 years of our loyalty. That's what it was, 40 years. With me, it was 42, I guess. So, yeah, I think about this every night. Why did I not recognize how hard my daddy worked? Now, we didn't actually say this to him, but we showed it through other ways. We would comb his hair and we would help him take off his boots. If you've been setting tile all day with your knees, you know, when you get home, you probably are so stiff you can't even take off your boots. I used to take off my husband's climbing boots. If you've ever know what a climbing boot looks like, it's this long, and it's laced all the way up, and me and our children, we would help him unlace his boots. So I coddled him, I cut his hair, I took care of his nails, and my father was coddled. He had 4 daughters to get him his ice water. He just sat in a chair, and whatever he asked for, it was there. So that was our way of, I guess, saying thank you, through actions. Yeah, maybe actions are better than words. Yeah, because words can be hollow. Yeah, I had the last guy I was engaged to, well, kind of pre-engaged, he was called a future faker. Now listen carefully. You may be in a relationship with a woman or a man that is doing this. They're promising you things. Well, you must give them a timeline. Say, by this date or this date, they can promise you a new car, or an engagement ring, or plan for the wedding. If you don't get a cutoff date, that can go on forever if they're future faking. Because what they're doing, they're dangling something in front of you, and you're biting. You're going for it. Don't do that, people. I did that in my last relationship, and I'm glad it did fail, because he has a lot of issues. Okay, so, but yeah, ask somebody if they're promising you something. Say, well, okay, give me a date. When is it going to happen? Because it never did happen with him. I was a fool, a big fool. Yeah, sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, right? And yeah, so back to my original reason why I'm doing this video is take a minute or two to think about everything that your parents has done for you. Yeah, don't wait till it's too late, people, because with this COVID going on, you never know when somebody could catch it, and then you've lost that opportunity. And let me tell you, regrets and guilt will eat at you. They'll eat you alive. Yeah. So if my children are watching this, call your mother, okay? Yeah, call your mother. My mother would call me every day, and she would call my little sister every day. My little sister answered most of the time because my mother was living with her. I only answered maybe once a week. I need to slap myself because I should have answered every time. I'm gonna cry. So if your mother's calling you, God dang it, answer the freaking phone. Yes, now I'm crying. Bye.